Welcome. Today we explore a crucial subject for achieving financial success: the 8 things the people waste money on, as noted by the most famous investor in the world, Warren Buffett. Are comfort and achievement your goals in life? If so, this is the ideal spot for you to learn. We'll walk you through wise financial management practices and how to save costs. Get ready for some shocking revelations, particularly with regard to the last item on our list. Follow us through to the very finish to get all the important information. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell on our channel. This little deed may be the beginning of a more prosperous life for you. Let's get started on this illuminating adventure right now. Number 1. Keeping up with the latest trend. Keeping up with the latest trends can sometimes make us feel outdated or outmoded. It can be quite challenging to constantly stay in the loop with the ever-changing world of fashion and trends. Not only does it put a strain on our finances with the need for frequent updates and purchases, but it also poses a risk of losing our own unique identity and authenticity as we strive to stay relevant. It's important to consider the bigger picture and think about long-term sustainability and value. Sometimes, being too focused on short-term trends can lead to decisions that don't align with our long-term goals, whether they are personal or business-related. In addition, constantly following trends can lead to emotional and mental stress, creating feelings of inadequacy. This is particularly true in industries like fashion, where it also contributes to environmental concerns because of unsustainable practices. It's important to strike a balance between staying up to date with current trends and staying true to your own identity and values. This will help you avoid potential pitfalls and achieve more sustainable and fulfilling personal and professional outcomes. Number 2. Luxury brands. The allure of luxury brands lies at the intersection of perceived value and actual product quality, a dynamic that significantly impacts consumer behavior and financial health. Luxury brands often command higher prices not merely due to superior quality, but also because of the perceived status and prestige associated with them. This perceived value can be a powerful motivator for consumers, driving them to spend beyond their means for the sake of owning a brand name item. Financial experts and psychologists point to several factors behind the appeal of luxury brands. One primary factor is the concept of social signaling. Owning luxury items sends a message about one's economic status and taste, which can be particularly appealing in societies where status and material success are highly valued. Psychologically, this can be linked to the need for belonging and esteem, as defined in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Luxury items can serve as symbols of personal achievement or aspirational goals. Moreover, there's a phenomenon known as the halo effect, associated with luxury brands. Consumers often believe that higher-priced items are inherently of higher quality, leading to an automatic association between cost and value. While this is sometimes true, it's not always the case. Experts suggest that the actual quality of luxury items may not always justify their high price tags. For instance, a study comparing high-end and mid-range clothing brands found minimal differences in material quality and durability. The financial impact of this preference for luxury brands can be significant. Consumers may prioritize purchasing expensive items over more practical financial goals, like saving or investing. Financial planners often highlight the importance of balanced spending, where indulgences like luxury items are measured against long-term financial stability and goals. Furthermore, psychologists have noted that the pursuit of luxury items can lead to a perpetual cycle of dissatisfaction. Once the initial thrill of a new purchase wears off, the desire for the next high-end item emerges, leading to continuous spending. This phenomenon, known as the hedonic treadmill, can prevent individuals from achieving lasting contentment and financial security. Number 3. Gambling. Gambling, often perceived as a harmless form of entertainment, can rapidly spiral into an addictive behavior with severe financial and psychological consequences. At its core, gambling triggers the brain's reward system much like drugs or alcohol, releasing dopamine and creating a rush of excitement and pleasure. This sensation can become addictive, as the thrill of risk-taking and the allure of potential wins drive individuals to gamble repeatedly. The addictive nature of gambling is further exacerbated by the illusion of control, where gamblers believe they can influence an outcome that is purely based on chance. This often leads to chasing losses and an erroneous belief in winning streaks. Psychologically, gambling also serves as an escape for many from stress or life challenges, which can quickly develop into a dependency. The financial implications are equally alarming. Statistics reveal that problem gambling costs billions annually in addiction, bankruptcy, and crime-related expenses. Personal stories of financial ruin are not uncommon, with individuals losing their life savings, accumulating insurmountable debts, and in extreme cases facing bankruptcy. For example, reports indicate that the average debt generated by a male problem gambler in the United States ranges between $55,000 and $90,000. This economic burden often extends beyond the individual to affect families and communities. Despite its deceptive allure, gambling's impact is profound, affecting mental health, financial stability, and broader social dynamics. Recognizing these risks and seeking help through counseling, support groups, and self-exclusion programs is crucial for those affected by gambling addiction. Responsible gambling practices and awareness of the signs of problem gambling are vital in preventing the slide from a recreational activity to a compulsive, destructive habit. Number 4, buying a house. Prematurely, buying a house prematurely without adequate financial preparation can lead to significant economic repercussions. For many, homeownership is synonymous with financial stability and success. However, entering into such a large investment without sufficient capital can be financially hazardous. The initial costs of buying a home, including the down payment, closing costs, and additional fees, can quickly deplete savings. Moreover, ongoing expenses like mortgage payments, property taxes, maintenance, and insurance often exceed the costs of renting, placing a heavy burden on underprepared homeowners. The decision between renting and buying varies greatly depending on economic conditions and personal circumstances. In a booming real estate market, the value of purchasing a property might seem evident, as homes can rapidly appreciate in value. However, this potential for appreciation must be weighed against the risk of market fluctuations and the possibility of being tied to a mortgage during an economic downturn. On the other hand, renting offers flexibility and predictability, especially in uncertain economic times. Renters aren't responsible for maintenance costs and property taxes, and they have the mobility to relocate without the burden of selling a property. Expert opinions generally advise that buying a house is financially prudent when individuals have a stable income, substantial savings for a down payment, typically 20% of the home's value, and an emergency fund to cover unforeseen expenses. It's also recommended to buy when the monthly costs of owning are equal to or less than renting, taking into account the long-term financial implications and potential equity growth. Moreover, financial experts emphasize the importance of considering the length of time one plans to stay in a home. A general rule of thumb is that buying makes sense if one plans to stay in the property for at least 5 years, as this duration can typically offset the initial costs of purchasing and capitalize on property appreciation. Number 5, subscription-based services, including unused gym memberships. In the era of subscription-based services, including gym memberships, consumers are increasingly drawn to the convenience and perceived value of these offerings. However, this trend carries hidden dangers, particularly in terms of financial and psychological impacts. Financially, subscriptions often come with unforeseen costs like initiation fees, rate hikes, and penalties that can strain budgets, especially when they accumulate unnoticed. This can lead to mismanaged budgets, where small recurring fees can divert funds from essential expenses or savings, and even impact credit scores negatively due to missed payments. Psychologically, the overload of choices, from numerous streaming platforms to varied gym classes, can lead to decision fatigue and dissatisfaction, especially when these services are underutilized. This phenomenon, often referred to as subscription guilt, can negatively affect mental well-being. To mitigate these risks, it's crucial for consumers to regularly audit their subscriptions, setting strict budget limits and making informed decisions about which services genuinely add value to their lives. Embracing a minimalist approach to subscriptions, focusing on those that align with personal needs and lifestyle, can prevent overcommitment and stress. In essence, while subscriptions and gym memberships offer modern conveniences, they require careful consideration and management to ensure they enhance rather than detract from the quality of life. Number 6. Buying a new car. Buying a new car is often a coveted milestone, but it's crucial to understand the financial implications, especially the aspect of depreciation. A new car typically loses value the moment it leaves the dealership. In financial terms, most new vehicles depreciate by about 20% to 30% in the first year of ownership and can lose up to 50 to 60% of their value within the first 3 years. This means that a car purchased for $30,000 could be worth as little as $15,000 after 3 years, representing a significant loss in asset value. Real-life examples underline this point. Consider a popular model like a Toyota Camry or a Honda Accord. Purchased new, these cars can depreciate rapidly. For instance, a new Honda Accord might lose over $5,000 in value within the first year. Similarly, luxury cars, which often come with a higher price tag, can depreciate even more steeply. A new Mercedes-Benz or BMW could lose half of its value in the first few years, making them expensive in terms of depreciation. The benefits of buying used cars become apparent when considering depreciation. A car that is 2 or 3 years old has already undergone the most significant portion of its depreciation cycle, meaning the buyer avoids the steep initial loss in value. For example, buying a 3-year-old car could mean paying half the price of its new counterpart, while still owning a relatively new vehicle. Number 7. Overuse of credit card. Warren Buffett's perspective on credit card debt is based on his financial wisdom and deep understanding of the real cost of debt. He cautions against carrying a balance on credit cards due to the steep interest rates that can quickly accumulate, transforming small purchases into significant debts over time. Let's say you currently have a credit card balance of $1,000 and it's subject to an 18% annual interest rate. If you only make the minimum payment each month, it might take you quite a while to fully pay off this debt. In fact, you could end up paying a lot more than the initial $1,000 due to the accumulated interest. Buffett's perspective. Buffett has famously stated, "If you possess intelligence, you have the potential to accumulate significant wealth without relying on borrowing." He highlights the significance of maintaining a lifestyle that aligns with one's financial capabilities and exercising caution when it comes to borrowing money, especially when it involves high-interest debt such as credit cards. Buffett's perspective on this matter is in line with his general investment approach, which involves seeking out valuable opportunities and minimizing unnecessary expenses. He suggests avoiding high-interest credit card debt, which can help individuals preserve their financial resources and invest in their future. Number 8. Extravagant vacations. Extravagant vacations, with their allure of luxury and escape, can have a profound psychological appeal, yet they also pose significant long-term financial impacts. Understanding this dichotomy is crucial for making sound travel decisions that fulfill the desire for leisure without compromising financial health. Psychological lure of lavish vacations. Escapism. Lavish vacations offer an escape from the mundaneness of everyday life, providing a sense of adventure and novelty. The psychology behind this is rooted in the desire for new experiences and environments, which are often equated with luxury travel. Status symbol. For some, extravagant vacations serve as a status symbol. They are a way to showcase success and affluence, often influenced by social media where lavish trips are glamorized. Immediate gratification versus long-term goals. The immediate gratification that comes from an opulent vacation often clashes with long-term financial goals. The temporary joy and relaxation can overshadow the importance of saving or investing for future needs. Long-term financial impact. Debt and savings depletion. Financing vacations through credit or dipping into savings can have lasting impacts, such as increased debt burden or delayed financial goals like home ownership or retirement savings. Opportunity cost. Funds used for extravagant travel could be invested in ways that yield long-term benefits, such as higher education, home improvements, or retirement funds.